For she said to me, Imo, kung ikaw'y mag-aaral, dito ka dapat sa Manila. Katulad ng mga nanay mo, papa mo, auntie mo, uncle mo, dapat yan sila pati ang lola mo nag-graduate ng University of the Philippines. Kaya ikaw, ako po, nasa dugo mo ang katalinuhan. Kaya kailangan dito ka mag-aral. Paghanda niya, I be prepared. When I was studying in my elementary, even in high school, I did my best. No? And we were about 5 of us who applied for the entrance exam for University of the Philippines. And there are 2 classmates of mine na, mas matalino po kumpara ng isang dalawa. Arang-arang ko gamay nila. To my surprise, all of them passed and I did not pass. Muna na I complain to God, Lord, wag ko nagbinuan. Wag ko nagluga, wag mo barkada, wag ko nagsururi-sururi. Mau niya kung maabot. In my frustrations, I did not know what to do. And here comes my best friend by the name of Joseph. And he said to me, Aying, sulod ng seminaryo, matbalik pa. I remember my response, inungo siya, Joseph, ikaw kay buang mga pagpalik, hindi ko buang. Tsaka ang normal. Mabuhi ka ba mga asawa, dahil ka na inuwi magpalik ka. So, okay mo, nangitan ako ba? Sulod seminaryo. And there, I discovered God was calling me to this life. And to my surprise, si Joseph na gusto yun magpari, ni gawas. After 1 year, sulatan siya sa niya, magpakamatala niya ko yung sa mga gawas, ni gawas. Naloko rin ni Joseph. And yeah, to my surprise, after 6 months, namunta na mo Joseph, siya, kamusta naman niya? He was so frustrated. Kaya nga naman, ikaw yun siya kuya. Ibulagan siya, di pang nakakita o lahing kuwapo, alagaan, kaya maupo gamay ng mga Joseph. Nakasabot ko. Some of us here are still in pain because we did not pass the board exams. Or some of us now are trembling because our grades is still hanging at the mercy of our teacher. Palit na mo papaya tagay si teacher papaya, hindi masaka. Some of us here really frustrated while you accepted this person to be your husband. And regretted na anong sa tanang lalaki, hindi pa mo bibiging pistihan. I thought, uutan siya. Ay mga lalaki karoon na frustrated. Lord, I thought, magmalipan ko sa mga asawa. Wapang na ayos siya, Lord, ko sa lalaki na ito. Bako mag-inlog rin. Hindi mo katulog. Some parents if your parent today, kita yung anak mo, nag-grade 2, o niya humanap sa katuig. Grade 2 lang hapon, sunod tuig, grade 2 lang hapon. O niya sunod katuig, o pa katuig, grade 2 lang hapon. Kung ingon ka, Lord, kami nga naman ang anak, ulok mang kaayo. Upang nakatuloy, grade 2 lang hapon. Very frustrating. Pero ano ang pinagpagaling mo? Asa rin magmahal ng baka kasi Muhammad. So what are we going to do when we are in the situation of frustration? When we work so hard yet we received. We were compensated that we were compensated of something that will never or does not make us happy. Here we have the experience of Peter, the same, similar to us. All night long we caught nothing. And remember, Peter and the rest were professional fishermen. Then here comes Jesus, disturbing their plan to get rest. Because they were already disembarking and they were already, cleaning their nets. Magpahulay na sila. And then Jesus immediately, stepped into their boats and asked them to bring the boat farther from the shore. And then he started to preach. And then commanded them to go to the deep water and lower their nets. The question is, why did Peter say yes? Well, in fact, he was already tired, frustrated, disappointed. He wanted to get rest. He wanted to have a break. But Jesus challenged him, go to the deep water and lower your nets. St. Luke mentioned here that the response of Jesus to Peter was very beautiful, and we need to learn to respond to God in the way Peter did. He said here, at your command, I will lower the nets. Brothers and sisters, we may not find a consoling path or a way to get rid of our frustration. But remember, Jesus also told us, if you want to follow me, forget yourself. Carry your cross. So bring your frustrations, your pain to Jesus. As He mentioned to us, come to me, all of you who find that burdensome, and I will refresh you. I will try to change the way you look at your pain. Try to learn what could be the purpose, intention of God, why He allowed this to happen. And in that prayer to Jesus, we do not have to force ourselves what we want. Labi na kamo mga dalaga ako, mantun ako, dalaga din ako. Ang ipangubos na ang madawat na malilitaw, makulitaw ninyo, kanang sobrang guwapo, na malayo na lang ang namin mo ng lubot bitaw. Di na puro kabuok na lumitaw dito, na makita ka laking pa. Why are you looking for someone who is not there? O kung sino lumapit sa iyo, sama ko yun. Binibigay na nito sa iyo para pumili ka. Eh doon ka pumili, huwag ka pipili sa wala. You will be frustrated because you are trying to force on something you want, and it is not part of the plan of God. Remember, faith will always call us to respect, accept, and embrace His providence. What is that? Whatever God provides, diyan tayo maghanap. Huwag kang nahanap sa wala. Why are you trying to look for your husband na mahinubuo ka na sa una pa pa na yawan-yawan naman na? Nakita ka sa magbahan na magbalang na hindi na sa may pagkabubog na pagpapulita ka ganyan, nabubog ka na. Mo galing na ilan siya, na ikaw pang-asawa. My point is one, when we are we see some frustration, check ourselves. It is possible that this is only my will, this is only my plan, and we have never allowed God to become part of that decision or choice. As I bring ourselves in the presence of Jesus and there listen Listen to your experiences. Try to listen also to the advice of other people and seek the truth. What could be the purpose of God? What could be His plan? What is His offering to you? What is His offering to you? And there you will find an answer that will give you light. If ever you still find yourself confused, seek the advice of other people. Go to people whom you can trust. Do not close your door in your room and magbubukbuk ka dyan. The devil can work better when you are alone, and he will inject all kinds of bad thoughts, tempting thoughts, and hopeless thoughts, entrapping you. Kaya nga ibang mga tao nga nag-iisip ng suicide. Hopeless sila. If you want to see hope, we have to find the truth. Kaya nga in prayer, it's very important for us to seek the truth. And remember, is that truth will always be in the field of God's grace. Hindi po lumalabas sa grasya ng Diyos ng katotohanan. Kaya look again your wife. Go deeper. Kung ganyan ang asa ng asawa mo o parang nasasaktan ka, go deeper. Alam mo, saan nagagamit yung ganyang klaseng asa? Bakit ganyan ang atin ng husband mo? Bakit ganyan ang atin ng mama papa mo? Every wounds, every attitude that we have heard or we have learned has a story. And we are called to heal one another. So find the truth. Anong nangyari sa asawa mo nung maliit siya? Anong nangyari sa husband mo nung siya ay pinalalaki ng kanyang parents niya? Huwag hanggang doon lang na naiinis ka lagi, frustrated ka sa kanya. At kung bumagsak ka man sa, frustrating ka rin, bumagsak ka sa, yung mga examinations or board exam, may pag-asa pa. Hindi pa nasarado ang pintuan that you can take second time, third time, fourth time, kahit 10 beses pa. But do not close the door. It is possible that the Lord did not allow you to pass this year or last year because you're not really ready. Mahirap yung po ba? Mahirap yung parang alalahanin ka, tapos nagbigay ng ikaw and the always go to in nature, ipasal ka. And when you go to work, will you be able to do what you're supposed to do? No. Kasi meron mga pinag-aralan, hindi mo talaga naalam. Inulan. Kung doktor ka, tapos cheat ka ng cheat, kasi kilala mo yung mga nandiyan sa board exam. Sabi niya, pinasa ka na yun. O ngayon, 10 pasyente mo, tumating, lahat sila nauwi sa puninaan niya. Lack of knowledge. So it is possible that the Lord did not allow you to pass the exam or any challenges. Maybe because we need more time to become better, prepared. So be hopeful. Hope will always be with us as long as we have Jesus in our prayer.